Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day. This weekend, there is going to be a Arena Direct for play booster packs of Bloomburrow in Japanese, which for me is a huge draw. I'm going to be doing tons of runs of this on the weekend, and I also am going to be posting a video with a data deep dive in a few days where I tell you what is good in Bloomburrow sealed, especially with a focus on what is better in sealed compared to in draft and what is worse in sealed compared to in draft. For today, we're going to be practicing playing Bloomburrow, as this is the very last day that Bloomburrow is available on Flashback Draft. So this is our last chance to practice Bloomburrow gameplay before the Arena Direct. Let's go. I'm also a little bit sick today, so if you want my full voluble take on the format, then I've posted many Bloomburrow draft videos this week that you can check. But for today, I'm just going to try to hang in there through a little bit of brain fog and make the best picks that I can and explain them as much as possible. Okay, so all of these uncommons are very, I would say, like mediocre. The top 4 uncommons on the top row are sort of mediocre cards in their archetype. Maybe Star Charter and Brambleguard Captor are on a layer slightly above the other two. Plume-Creed Mentor is strong, it has a lot of power, but the archetype is not that good, and you don't really want to start out speculating on birds, pack one, pick one with a Plume-Creed Mentor. So unfortunately, basically every uncommon is a whiff, and also our rare is a complete whiff. I mean, I'm a sucker for cards like this, like really weird build-arounds that don't seem to do anything, but this one really actually doesn't do anything. So we're looking at the commons here, and I think the best common in the pack is Cash Grab. It is one of the best commons in the format. I think it's just better than all the uncommons and rares, and also all the other commons. Really interesting to get past a Mockingbird. I think this card was really good in standard, and I think it's a super fun card. You can have it enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than the amount of mana spent to cast it. Now, note that this means even if it is a it's not the X that it counts. So even if it's spent for X equals 0, you do get to copy something that is a 1-drop. If X equals 1, you get to copy something that is a 2-drop, and so on. Now, I'm definitely going to take it here. I have basically skipped my pack one pick one, so we'll call this essentially my pack one pick one. And I think this card's really strong. Getting to copy your opponent's bomb is just totally sick. Getting to copy your own bomb is sick, and getting to copy a 2-drop on turn 2 is also perfectly fine. So I do like Mockingbird. Also, it comes with flying, so it's actually better than the card that it's protecting. Just a really good card. Okay, Overprotect, totally solid. Not just totally solid, very powerful protection spell that also pushes damage. This looks like it does one thing, like Snakeskin Veil, which is mostly a protection spell, just a little incremental plus in addition to protecting a card from a removal spell. But Overprotect is a very dual purpose card because it can push a lot of damage with +3 and trample, and also it's really good at blanking removal because hexproof and indestructible means even like exile target creature doesn't get your card, or like -X, which usually are the main ways to kill something with indestructible. So very powerful package of abilities, and really good in combat, really good outside of combat. Just a fantastic card. Happy to take it here. I also don't hate hop to it. This has a lot of really good synergies, and that's basically it. Okay, I'll take these. Yep, definitely feeling the illness a little bit, but powering on through. Okay, Barknuckle Boxer I quite like. I mean, it's a really strong 3-power creature to just slap down on turn 2 that ends up being really hard to block. It doesn't even need to be in raccoons, so it's gonna be good in rabbits. And we're seeing Warren Elder, not that much else in other colors. I would say in between Barknuckle Boxer and Warren Elder, clocking that there's an Uncharted Haven in the pack. But I think I'll just take the Barknuckle Boxer. I mean, coming right after an Overprotect, I think we're starting to get some signals that green is open. Here, I think there are 2 cards that are comparable pulls for me. I don't know if they're comparably good, but comparable pulls for me. Spellgyre is a super strong one, and Warren Elder is also really good. I mean, these are neither, I shouldn't overstate it, neither of these are like amazing cards, but they're both totally solid. I think I will lean towards the Warren Elder after we've been seeing so much white available. Yes, I want to play my Mockingbird if possible, but after all of the white that we've seen, like this was a little bit too early to really be a signal. And after all of the white that we've seen, I think we are kind of getting a signal to potentially go in that direction. Although now that I'm looking at this, what's the best card in the pack? Probably Lightshell Duo. Honestly, these packs have been overall very weak, or maybe people in the last day of the format are getting really good about taking the good cards. We're not seeing like 7th pick Savers and 6th pick, I got like a 3rd pick into a 4th pick Hunter's Talent or something in one of those drafts. The days seem to be a little bit in the rear view mirror. I would say in between Light Shell Duo and Seed Pod Squire. I think actually I do take Seed Pod. No, I think I take Light Shell Duo. It's just better. I was thinking maybe Seed Pod Squire for the flexibility because it could go in either a white deck or a green deck. But actually, I think you just take the better card. Here, this card's not good, really. 3-2 for 3 is actually a little understated, and Flash doesn't really matter on that body. I think I would be more inclined to take Thistle Down players, but actually maybe I just take the Rush Shield Rampager to go with my Bark Knuckle Boxer. I think that might be better. The 4-4 for 4 with upside is probably better than a 3-2 for 3 or a 3-3 for 3 with no upside. And none of these other cards are really cards. Brittle Wisdom, Psychic Royal, etc., etc. Those aren't really where you want to be. So I think this is fair enough. And then I could take the Star Charter. Now, this is not the wheel pack yet. Let's see, Whisker Quill Scribe is not that bad. I mean, Rush Shield Rampager might just be the best card. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain or lost life, I don't really have a clear plan for doing that. I guess food can do that. I could be green-white and use food for this purpose. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely the highest upside card. It's just that a 3-1 is below rate in this format. A 3-1 for 4 is below rate. Well, now it's looking like maybe blue-white is open. Like, I'm not actually seeing that many pulls into green. I first picked the Cash Grab, second pick Overprotect, and then Bark Knuckle Boxer was not long after that. So, okay, maybe this is my day to draft blue-white. I could also end up Bant, honestly. I think Shore Up is the best card in this pack. Harnesser of Storms is fun and everything, but it's not a good card, really. And then here, I don't know, is the best card Whisker Quill Scribe, but I'm nowhere near those colors. I think let's just take the Night Whirl Hermit. Yeah, we're getting kind of kicked around the table a little bit, but it does seem like blue-white is the place to be, doesn't it? I do have a pull into blue, which is a Mockingbird, Plume Creed Mentor, and then look, we got a blue-white card last pick, so okay, maybe that's where we're supposed to be. And we get a very nice reward. Pack 2, pick 1. Not really a reward, just luck. And one or more rabbits, bats, birds, and or mice you control enter scry 1, and all your other cards of creature types that touch white get +1/+1. This is a really strong card. It starts off overstated. It gives you a nice trigger on and enters whenever a creature enters, and it's a lord for all your creatures that touch white. Wow, definitely feeling the brain fog. Don't do as I do in this draft. We may not end up in a good place. I'm definitely feeling my sickness right now, but I persevere. Okay, Hired Claw is also pretty sweet, but that's not what I'm doing. Like, I'm nowhere near the lizard stack. Daring Wave Rider is also really good. That's one of the 6 drops that's just worth it. It is really easy to make it give you enough value for it to be worth it. We should expect to see a good amount of green in this pack because we cut green, but it's not like I'm fighting. We didn't really cut green. We just sort of took a good amount of green. The thing is, it's not like I'm fighting to be green-white or blue-green. I don't have any indication that Frogs is open, for example, which if Frogs is open, I want to be there, but we don't really have any indication. So here I think I will take Daring Wave Rider. We do need to keep an eye on our curve, right? An issue with the blue-white deck is a lot of their cards are understated. Like, check out compare the Signpost Uncommon in blue-white to the Signpost Uncommon in green-black. This is a 2-3 for 3, and green-black has a 3-2 for 2, all right? So it's a better stat line for less mana. So that's kind of why blue-white starts out at a disadvantage. Its cards being understated, random 3-1 for 4. Oh yeah, I think this card was like unplayable. If the gift was promised, permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. That's so funny. Gift a card, though, to give all your stuff indestructible. Yeah, you really want to think about the average quality of a card like this, not the floor on the quality, or not the ceiling on the quality. This could be amazing, but on average, it's pretty bad. But look at this pack. There's just nothing going on. Could I still end up green, blue, or maybe Bant? I really don't like Sonar Strike. I do not like the Star Forged Sword. It could be okay in sealed. There's really nothing going on. I mean, I guess I speculate on Hivespine Wolverine. It's just so far and away the best card in the pack. That or Cash Grab, but we're not in the Squirrels deck. I think I speculate on that. This is getting awkward. I mean, okay, I mean, I could go Rudy Tooty. Maybe I'm blue. Maybe I'm green, blue with a white splash, or green, white with a blue splash. There is a Splash Lasher, which is a really good card. Maybe I just take Splash Lasher. I mean, but Carrot Cake is so strong as well. Wow, what a mess. We're in a really awkward spot now. Probably due to my pronounced brain fog. Yeah, I'll take the Splash Lasher, I think. I mean, I'm inclined to be blue over whatever else is going on. Carrot Cake is really strong, but Maybe I do just take the carrot cake, actually. I think I'm going to take the carrot cake. I'll want it in whatever deck I end up in. Let's see. 3-tree city. You choose a creature type and you play creatures of that type. Yeah, that's not really what I want. Okay, so now blue is just completely cut from the left. Maybe I'll take the 3-tree mascot just to make my color situation a little bit easier. Because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I guess I'll take a Daring Wave Rider. That's the most powerful card in the pack. It really seems that green is a little open from the left, but it was not open from the right. I don't want to move into it. It really seems that blue-white was what was open at the table. Rat Colony is not good. There is Persistent Marshstalker, a 3/1 for 2 with the same ability that gets plus almost 0 for each rat at uncommon in the set, so not a very good card off the bonus sheet. I'll take a Warren Elder. Wow, Vinereap Mentor. What's going on here? This table is confusing. Well, I'll take the Warren Elder. What have we got here? Let's see. Probably take a Hidden Grotto because my deck, basically, I don't have that many pulls into white, but I do have double Warren Elder, Valley Quest Caller, and Carrot Cake. I guess I don't have that many pulls into green. I should only be green if the table demands it. So maybe I just take the Sky Skipper duo. Do I have a lot of good ETB effects? I kind of do. Actually, no. I'm going to take the 2-drop. I'm going to take the 2-drop. After all that consideration, I'm going to take the 2-drop. Triple Daring Wave Rider. Okay, that becomes a game plan, right? When you have 3 Daring Wave Riders, you have a game plan. Here, I'll take Uncharted Haven. Perfectly happy with that if I end up splashing. Now, I really want... I guess I'll take Dawn's Truce. I'm not playing either of those other cards. I think let's cut green because I'm not expecting to see good green pack 3. That's the whole reason I've not been taking green this pack very much. And then I'll take Seedpod Squire. Sunshower Druid's a better card, but I'll take the Seedpod Squire. Okay, so now we are really looking for instants and sorceries, right? I must find some instants and sorceries to make my triple Daring Wave Rider investment worth it. Here, though, I think I will just take the Long River Lurker, even though it's technically for a different deck. Maybe I actually take Banishing Light because I have 0 removal so far. That might actually be a better idea. How many ETB abilities do I have? I guess Valley Quest Caller. Not that much, right? Oh, Plumegreen Mentor. Actually, that's kind of sweet. Okay, maybe I will do that. Surveil 2. The Daring Wave Rider is an ETB. Okay, maybe I'm sold. I'll take Long River Lurker. Banishing Light's not actually that good. Oh, heck yeah, Kidnap. I wish that was an instant or sorcery, but this card is so awesome. Kidnap is so awesome. I'm just going to snap that up. Yeah, the Daring Wave Rider situation is very awkward. I really want instants or sorceries. Unfortunately, this is not an instant or sorcery mana value 4 or less. Builder's Talent, though, I do like. Now, non-creature, non-land permanents. How many do I have? Carrot Cake. It's really good with Carrot Cake. Kidnap. I have a few. I could get more. I think this card's really good. Return a non-creature, non-land permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield. Could be a Kidnap, for example. Could also be a Carrot Cake. So I'll take this. It is a good card in raw terms, but you do need the support for it. Yeah, the Daring Wave Riders are looking really awkward. Did I get so sick that I drafted a deck that makes no sense? Here, I'm just going to take Driftgloom Coyote. It's so good compared to Runaway together that I just play it, right? Yeah, I can't really... I guess I could be like flashing back a Dawn's Truce to make my stuff indestructible over and over again. That would be so funny. All right, I'll take the Essence Channeler. It's a flyer. It really wants me to end up with more Carrot Cakes, and so does my Builder's Talent. So I think it's worth doing. Oh, you know, Otterball Antics is a sorcery. That's really important, right? Now, Long River's Pull is an instant or sorcery. The thing about it is you can't actually get value from flashing it back. I could play like a Dire Sight, but I actually already have a Psychic Whorl. So do I need another 2-drop? It could be the Moonrise Cleric. I think it's Long River's Pull, to be honest with you. It's not technically an instant or sorcery that... Okay, hot. Mind Spiral does not have mana value 4 or less. So I will take the Carrot Cake. It's really good with Builder's Talent. It's really good with Essence Channeler. But we're getting to the point where we've wasted our Daring Wave Riders, which is a shame. If I can't play them, I'll be really sad. I guess I could splash an Agate Assault potentially. I have a 3-tree mascot and an Uncharted Haven, but I can't. But now those are all up against Fountainport Bell and Hidden Grotto. But let's just take this just in case. I think it's very likely that I actually do want to splash that. Sazakap's Brew. I guess I'll take a Seedpod Squire. Star Charter, I do have ways of gaining life and losing life, actually. I don't want to play Night Whirl Hermit. I don't want to play this Truce. So I'll put this in the sideboard. Okay, I mean, well, there's Eddie Mark Crab. I probably do just play the Hidden Grotto, and then I get to play the Agate Assault as a removal spell and a way to get value out of the bin. And then maybe I could also play... No, I don't want to play Psychic Whirl. That card is just so bad. Was blue actually cut this whole time? Potentially. I'll play this over another Seed Pod Squire. Yeah, that went really rough. About as rough as you would expect when I'm sick. But I'll cut one Daring Wave Rider. I mean, I didn't even get a single draw to, which is just such a replaceable card. You know, I mean, actually, maybe I will play the Dawn's Truce, and this will be a deck of like, can Daring Wave Rider flashing back Dawn's Truces and like pushing damage? Can that actually be good? Dawn's Truce is essentially unplayable, so this is an experiment. Whatever, it's our last draft. This could be fun. One of my great joys in Magic is finding ways to make bad cards good. So, you know, whatever, this will be fun. This will be fun. We'll see if Dawn's Truce, a completely unplayable card for limited, can actually be good if you play 3 Daring Wave Riders and you just constantly make all of your stuff unblockable or indestructible. It's kind of a fun deck concept, isn't it? I don't hate it. So now maybe I don't want to play some random 2-drop. I don't know. I kind of like the Warren Elder. Otterball Antics is completely essential to my game plan. Oh, actually, Otterball Antics is a non-combo with the Wave Rider because you're flashing it back. Well, you get to flash it back for free is basically what it does. You would get to flash it back anyways, but yeah. Okay, maybe I just cut the Agate Assault. Let's not do the whole Agate Assault thing. I think maybe that's a good idea. And then maybe I do actually play the Hidden Grotto because Surveilling sounds pretty good in my deck. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna... The Daring Wave Riders are so out of place. The whole Dawn's Truce idea is absolutely bonkers. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sick. It's time for a bonkers game. I spend my gems so that you don't have to, you know? That's part of the concept of this channel. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play... Oh, what a good 1-drop. I mean, this is the best card that you can play on turn 1, I think. Well, there's like the 2/2 for 1 frog, which is kind of brutal, but I think maybe I open with Carrot Cake into Plume Creed Mentor and then try to double spell these two and just use like the lured abilities of the Quest Caller. Actually, no, let's start with the Quest Caller. I kind of like the idea of playing Plume Creed Mentor and scrying next turn. The only issue is they could just play like red into take out the trash, but since they didn't start, if they started with like red mana and played some, I don't know, red-black hybrid thing, I think I would be a bit more hesitant to just slam down my bomb turn 1. I'll certainly not be blocking that. You could just shore up Prowess Trigger and kill me. 3 Tree Scribe, you say. That's perfectly fine, I think. So I'll go ahead and play this. No, this is a pretty sweet turn 2, isn't it? Put a counter on this guy. Scry 1. I mean, that card is like so bonkers. I don't think that I need this land. And then I attack, right? Yeah, Valley Quest Caller is a pretty good card, don't you think? So we do want to save Carrot Cakes in general a little bit in case we... Or for when we draw Builder's Talent, or in case we draw Builder's Talent. Just a thing to keep in mind. But I'm obviously not going to save it like this early in the game just for that. Go ahead and play this, see what is on top. Don't necessarily need a Plains. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and drop a Carrot Cake. Am I attacking? You can block for 3, so yeah, might as well. There's nothing that they can have here. So in with both. And I'm not getting any counters from the things that I'm about to play, so... In for 6. All right, chump block, that's perfectly fine. You don't get a counter or anything because it died. I will go ahead and play the Carrot Cake. I scry again. Oh, I wish it was Surveil. Do I want to draw this? Yeah, because that makes my Daring Wave Rider so much better. Actually, it's just so bad. I don't think I want that right now. I just kind of want creatures with flying, honestly. Oh, Driftgloom Coyote's a good one, yeah. See, that's just a much better draw, isn't it? And then I'll go ahead and play this, even though it makes my scry worse. Yeah, see, the Lord ability is really good. The Enters trigger is really good. Heaped Harvest is too slow. Like, you really want to be affecting the board on turn 3. Like, imagine if they had played a 3-drop on turn 3. Then I wouldn't be able to push through everything just by playing a Driftgloom Coyote. So they could have shore up. They actually were representing shore up earlier, so I will not be at all surprised if we get shored up here. But at least I can attack next turn by buffing with Warren Elder. It's going to be shore up. Yeah, they represented that turn 1, but it's not like I'm supposed to not play Driftgloom Coyote just because they very obviously had a shore up. Yeah, really bad during Wave Rider. So I can attack with Driftgloom Coyote, and I don't really want to put my Valley Quest Caller in harm's way, but I think attacking with both of these is just fine. I also don't really want to trade off Warren Elder here. Getting their shore up out of their hand. Oh, do you have a Galewind Moose? Well, that's really bad for me. Yeah, that's obviously really bad for me. I don't think I actually can do anything about Galewind Moose. I think I managed to lose a game where I had a turn 2 Valley Quest Caller, which is a really impressive accomplishment. That is a really impressive accomplishment. I don't have that much removal at all. Oh, Kidnap. Okay, no, that's something. Kidnap is something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no. That's good. That's really good. Kidnap is really good. Kidnap lets me attack them. I can even kidnap and attack with Light Shell Duo because of the prowess trigger. They can always bring back shore up from their graveyard. We'll see what else they have. If they bring back shore up from their graveyard, then I'm actually going to lose, right? Because then they can shore up on their Galewind Moose. Yeah, Galewind Moose is just so good. I mean, their card quality is extremely high. Like turn 1, I'm joking about losing after turn 2ing with Valley Quest Caller, but turn 1ing Storm Chaser's talent, you're going to win like the vast majority of the time. So you should put the counter on Lily Splash Mentor. Okay. Oh, maybe they have a shore up. If they have a shore up or that +3/+3 indestructible trick that I took, hexproof trick. Yeah, they're keeping up mana. I'll concede the moment that they show me that they have the protection spell, because I'm not going to beat the moose plus all the other good creatures, and they're going to bring back another protection spell. Okay, good enough. On to the next game. I'm drafting in a complete ridiculous brain fog state here. So not expecting too much out of this draft, but that was a bad beat. That was a bad beat. We were going to win most games. The Galewind Moose just does that, though. That's what that card does. All right, a very bad hand. I should probably mulligan this. This is a better hand, right? We can play turn 1 Builder's Talent. Probably put back... I kind of like the Mockingbird here, but I think the Builder's Talent plan is just so strong. So I'm going to scry, hopefully an island to the top is the idea. Okay, that can go straight in the bin. Then I'm going to play the Builder's Talent. I really want to... sorry, a Plains actually is what I want. Because I really want to play the Builder's Talent and then level it up. And then I get to play my Carrot Cakes. Okay, this is kind of awesome. So you're getting to see, like, the plan, you know, the ultimate plan. Playing against an aggro deck. Yeah, I mean, a 0/4 with a +1/+1 counter on it is really good against... oh, you know what? Actually, I'll start by playing Valley Quest Caller then. This is really good against a 1/2 first strike. But yeah, let's play the Valley Quest Caller, because then we have something else that we can put the counters on. So they could just take out the trash it here, but I think it's worth speculating. This is a wall with no other creature types. Kind of looks like a bird, but it's not, which I guess is the point. Really, the wall is the main character of this art, I guess. Take out the trash. Yeah, they have it. Okay. It's too bad. I wanted something other than my 1/4 to put the counters on, but it happens. All right, so I'll go ahead and play this. Can I do it like that? Okay, very good. What? That's the opposite of the order that it said it would happen in. Okay, well, too bad. I really thought... Okay, so... Drag triggers to choose resolution order. Resolve first. Resolve first. Resolution order first. This one. Resolve first. Can you do it this time? What am I misunderstanding about this? I don't get it. What am I misunderstanding about that? Resolution order? Shouldn't that mean the one that resolves first would be the one that is in resolution order first? I'm 6, so maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but kind of seems to me that choose resolution order first means that would be the one that would resolve first. All right, go ahead and just play both of these. Next turn, I can attack with the Warren Elders and the 2/2, but if they play a single big creature, it's game over for me. I can barely focus on the game. I'm so sick. Conduct electricity, spreading it out on 2 creatures. That's really bad for me. So now I can't even attack. Well, I can't block. I mean, I could double block with Warren Elders, but I don't really want to make that trade. Ugh, so bad. Okay, well, I guess I'll make a 1/1. Scry 1. Put that on the bottom. Play a land. So the idea is that later on I can start bringing back carrot cakes. There was no real reason to do that main phase. I mean, my Warren Elders definitely keep me in this game, right? Like, yeah, they can attack with their Brazen Collector a few times, but it's crummy that I'm sick on the last day of Bloomburrow, because I would have liked to, you know, really send this draft out in style and have a really good draft to close things out with. But, you know, you can't always have everything you want, right? Yeah, a single big creature kind of ends things for me, I think. It's too bad also, like, I feel like our deck would have been a whole lot better if we had been lucky enough to open any mana value 3 or less, 4 or less instants or sorceries in pack 3. We just didn't see any in our colors, period. And I'm very confident that the color pair was open. Like, who's going to be taking Pearl of Wisdom or whatever? I'm confident the color pair is pretty open because we were getting past all manner of cards in our colors throughout the draft. Long River Lurker, completely useless card for me. All right, I'll bring back a carrot cake. So if I make this resolve first, then that's going to be the one that happens second. No, are you kidding me? What? I just don't understand. If anyone understands this, let me know, because I do not. Another land, completely useless. Put that on the bottom. No attacks. Okay. I mean, we're going to get run over by Junkblade Berserker. They expend 4, and it's going to be a 7/7. So. Another Rushsaw duo. Yep. Well, you know, maybe I can put together good blockers by keeping my Warren Elders back. Something like that. I'll just take it because I'd rather be blocking. I can sustain the hit, and I'd rather be blocking when my Warren Elders are up, but we're going to die to trample damage. Let's just go into the next game. It's not going to happen for us. Yeah, I mean, I could have won. This game felt totally hopeless because my deck just makes no sense. The first game we actually could have won, right? The first game we actually could have won. Definitely, if they just hadn't had that extra piece of removal. I don't know, is there any way I can make my deck better? Probably not. I guess maybe let's try that whole Agate Assault thing. Maybe that'll be better. Just add a little bit of extra power. Maybe Star Charter is a pretty random card. Feels like the deck could be fast, could have some power to it. Like, I keep drawing Valley Quest Caller and then losing. So if I can manage to just stick a Valley Quest Caller, it feels like I could get something done, but I guess I'll keep this. It has a future. We're in the O2 bracket, so hopefully the bar is not too high. Yeah, I'll play this for red. Technically, maybe it's even better to just have the second white locked down, but I'm going to get this scrying stuff. No, I'm just going to get completely run over, aren't I? No, this is very bad. Well, I'll start with carrot cake. I think I just want mana. Yeah, Brazen Collector is a card that can just win if it's not, like, dealt with. Now they get to play a 4-drop. I can't block it. I take 2, fall behind, and they play a 4-drop. Yeah, I think we're headed for an 0-3. That's too bad. I didn't play my island? Okay, well, that's just the sickness. No, but that completely gave up the whole game, right? Because, like, that 2-3 would have been able to block Brazen Collector, but now I can't block it. I would have been able to block the 2-1, but... how do I win this? I guess if I can... I don't think I want that. I guess if I can Driftgloom Coyote... I could also just get a Flying Teapot Slinger. That sounds kind of good. Oh, no, I can't because I, again, forgot to play my island. That's so funny. And by funny, I mean not really very funny. And you have to take out the trash. Okay. Well, I'd rather you spend your removal on that than Driftgloom Coyote. Driftgloom Coyote has that magic 4 toughness that makes it really hard to deal with. But they just need anything here, anything at all. Easy double block. Happy to get this off the table. Okay, all right, we're getting paid off for the splash. Yeah, I'll take that Brambleguard Veteran. I mean, maybe it would have been safer to Agate Assault it, but you know what I can do is I can Mockingbird my Driftgloom Coyote. That's pretty sweet. Told you Driftgloom Coyote is awesome. I'll just take that. No reason to block. Junkblade Bruiser, sure. Pay 5. Copy Driftgloom Coyote. Lock that guy down. No way am I blocking. I think I'll chump block at this point. I don't really need the 1/1. I think preserving my life total is more important. Dawn's Truce. So funny. What a card to be playing. It's actually kind of awesome because it gives my Driftgloom Coyotes indestructible and it also triggers prowess. So it's kind of secretly awesome. In my delirious state, I invented a whole new deck for the meta. The Dawn's Truce deck. Thank you for watching. Seriously, if you stuck with my sick, addled brain to this extent, it's an honor to have you watching this channel. Seriously, this is like, I think I do want this because then I can Honor Ball Antics and Agate Assault. Seriously, this is like the worst deck I'll ever draft, hopefully. I think I'll just double block here. I don't think I really care about my prowess guy that much. It's nice that I got to gain some life from the carrot cake, eh? I want to save Dawn's Truce for if they ever kill a Driftgloom Coyote. That's the goal for this card. Dawn's Truce. I really do revel. This is like one of my great joys in Magic. Playing unplayable cards that you would think no one should ever be playing. I really like that. I kind of hate when people say like, oh, that card is like... I know I say this sometimes because I'm trying to help everyone win more. So I do like say like, oh, you know, you probably shouldn't be playing whatever. They haven't done anything like this. Well, Wear Down I would not play in best of 1. That's really a best of 3 card. But you know, I say that sometimes because I'm trying to like help the community a little bit and get better. What was I saying? But one of my truest joys in Magic cards is especially in draft, is managing to play cards that it just feels like nobody should ever play. Now they were representing a combat trick at some point. Whatever happened to that? and making them actually good. And it's like, I'm really happy to have a Dawn's Truce here. If they have any removal, attach this equipment to a creature you control. +3/+3 and loses flying. Okay. Giving me a fish. End of your turn, I'll just Agate Assault that. Yeah, I'm happy to be playing the Agate Assault, you know. Wildfire Howl. I think I just let that happen, right? 2 damage to each creature. This is another card that, in general, one should not play. Pyroclasm effects, they're typically just not good in limited. Oh, Agate Assault. Whoopsies. Agate Assault, it's not an instant. Somehow in my mind, I just assumed that it was. Yeah. Pyroclasm effects tend not to be very good in limited. I could have saved my stuff in any number of ways. I actually let myself get dangerously close to dead there through inattention to what my cards do. But okay, hey, we invented a whole new archetype. Mockingbird, the Driftgloom Coyote. And then you have the Truce up. Dawn's Truce, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Dawn's Truce, my new favorite card that you should never play. Okay, once again, you know, we're gonna be able to cast Agate Assault and then flash it back. That's actually totally sweet. I think I Uncharted Haven for blue here because that actually lets me play everything in my hand. It is pretty important though that the 3-tree mascot survives. If I do that, it's very important. But I don't really want to play chicken. Most likely I'm going to go Uncharted Haven on 1, Plains on 2, and 3-tree mascot. Then on 3, Agate Assault, whatever they play, so that I have it set up for Daring Wave Rider. I don't, you know, you're not supposed to like play around the opponent saving remove or spending removal on your 3-tree mascot. It's just kind of eccentric if they do. It turns out it would be really bad for me here, but Raccoon Rallier, okay. 3-tree mascot coming down. I do not hate the Mockingbird at all. Like, Mockingbird is just so good. I love this card. This is a great card to have in my deck. It looks like they have a few options about what to play, or maybe they're thinking about what to give haste to. Thistledown players. Okay. So maybe they can tap, give it haste, attack, and then untap it. I like that they're untapping that because that's actually going to let me get through damage because I'm going to... Ugh, not drawing a land is like really painful. I really hope to draw a land next turn. But I'll shoot that guy. I'm glad that I made this blue. I really hope to draw a land next turn. I'm pretty sunk if I can't land my Light Shell Duo. And by the way, the Daring Wave Riders are actually looking pretty good here. It's almost like it's a deck that can actually use Daring Wave Riders. Oh yeah, the reason to attack with the 3-tree mascot when I've already used it to filter and I don't really need it anymore is because I could easily just play a 4-drop, right? They could easily just play a 4-drop and give it haste. This is really painful. Like, I mean, obviously my deck is at a huge disadvantage by virtue of just being bad. And so to also get mana screwed is like... That's really rough for me, right? Like, I could have been representing a 3/4 here with prowess, which would be hopefully pretty hard for them to attack into. Getting mana screwed when you have a good deck is painful enough, but when you have a terrible deck, it's that much worse, right? I do love the art on this guy. All right, snap block. I mean, I'm not getting any healthier here. Gives them an opportunity to do whatever they want to do, but I'd rather... Oh, Mabel's Metal. That's so bad for me. Not a good card in general because it's hard to set up a 2-for-1 with it. But when you can get a 2-for-1, it's an amazing card. And they just got that. Wow. What a way to go down. Like, obviously, you know, Mana Screw is not the only reason that I'm losing. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My deck is like bad enough. I can't also be drawing 9 lands before 9 non-lands before I see my 4th land. That's just not going to work for me. It's a bad enough deck without that happening. Veteran Guard Mouse, giving it haste, giving it +1/+0 and first strike and scrying 1, so that you get to fix your cards. Yeah, that's going to keep getting to attack through me because it has first strike, so I can't even double block it even if I get to play the Light Shell Duo. No, we're toast. I mean, another non-land is just... That's GG. I don't even really want to play it out. I'm sick. I want to go rest. Getting 1 win with this deck was a success. Nice compact 40-minute video for you here. I mean, you know, honestly, what this like reassures me of, obviously I would have liked to say goodbye to Bloomburrow with like an amazing, awesome last draft, right? That would have been like ideal. But this just kind of is a nice reminder that drafting is really hard. Like you do need to have your brain intact in order to draft. What went wrong with this deck was clearly there was something really messed up with the signals pack 1 and pack 2. Birds is not a very good deck in the best of scenarios. And I clearly was getting like pushed around. Some people like green and white, I was really not clear on what was most available among green, white, and blue. Going back, if I hadn't been sick, I think maybe when I saw that 3-tree Root Weaver was the moment to go take advantage of that extra equity. If I could have packed into my deck like Bark Knuckle Boxer, Hivespine Wolverine, Cash Grab, Overprotect, Rush Shield Rampager, the other Cash Grab that we saw, put some squirrels in. Maybe I got to splash the 3-2 squirrels signpost that we saw really late. Maybe actually, if I'd leaned green, I would have seen that green black was open early, and then I would have been splashing Mockingbird. The Daring Wave Rider thing, like that actually was a good route to getting power into our deck and opening the Kidnap and opening the Valley Quest Caller. In a certain way, these were kind of curses for us actually, because they kind of pushed me into this lane, but it was pure luck. It wasn't actually signals because I opened the Valley Quest Caller. I can't remember if I opened Kidnap or got it past really early. And then the Builder's Talent, this was just me kind of going off the deep end. Like, so we had powerful cards, but we didn't manage to actually like build around them. Driftgloom Coyote and Plume Creed Escort, I would include in that category. Like we had powerful cards, but we didn't actually manage to get the support for them. Like Valley Quest Caller wants to be in a hyper aggressive deck. And when my deck looked like that hyper aggressive build, it was actually pretty good, right? But then the whole rest of it makes no sense. Like what is this combination of cards? This is clearly some kind of fever dream. So, what can I say? I mean, what I take from this is something. Was I playing 41 cards this whole time? I even was playing 41 cards. That's so funny. What I take from this is like, yeah, we should be proud when we draft decks that actually cohere, have a plan, and do something, because you need your like frontal cortex intact. And if you ever draft when you're really sick and have a lot of brain fog, you'll see like, you know what, this actually isn't an easy activity to do. So this is a nice little reassurance. Give yourself a nice pat on the back if you're a drafter who wins drafts and stuff, because this is kind of like flashing back to maybe when I was a beginner at draft and my decks didn't make any sense. So I don't hate that I did, you know, I spent 10,000 gold for that lesson, but I'm not going to do it again. I'll be back with another video when I feel better, even if that means maybe I miss a day or two, because I don't really want to throw 1,500 gems after another nonsense pile like this. So if you stuck it out to this point, thanks very much for keeping along even when I am in a complete brain fog state. I'm sorry, Bloomburrow, that I didn't do you justice with my last draft, but I'll definitely try to be back again with a draft tomorrow. Hopefully I'm just feeling better and can record one again tomorrow. So until then, have tons of fun playing Magic, everyone. It'll be on to MTG Foundations next. And so until then, and then of course Bloomburrow Arena Direct on the weekend. So until then, have tons of fun playing Magic, and don't be afraid to splash.